starts dropping you in the middle of this intense scene. And as a writer, I went back and forth about how I wanted to pull readers into this world, because it's not like me doing sci-fi and all this. It's real time. It's other than you hopefully being drawn by the characters and what their issues are and their challenges and their flaws. And so with this first scene in the prologue, it was my intent to do just that, to have you invested in what could potentially happen next. Life is precious, dear, don't you think? He said in a chill tone that caused her blood to run ice cold through her veins. She clutched the phone to her ear, contemplating her next step. He was across the seas, nearly a day away by flight. What could he possibly do to her? Pushing her thoughts aside, she refused to let her mind answer the frightening question left hanging. Instead, she refocused on his successful attempt to scare her into submission. Yes, I know life is precious. However, I strongly doubt whether you do, she responded. Ashanti Kenanai was a proud Angolan woman, but pride would not solve her dilemma. She sat in her small condo, alone, near the edge of her bed, with her shoulders back in mock courage. He had a way of making her feel like a child, which usually meant her emotions would overrule her common sense. Her mind could not process the scene fast enough to register the threat lying behind his words. Ashanta pulled the phone from her ear as if it were poisonous, as his light-hearted laughter floated through the air. His cryptic influence had transformed her life into a living hell. She knew all too well that he could fool almost anybody with his good looks and charm, but not her, not anymore. Call it what you may, I promise you this: cross me and someone will die. The silence that followed caused her more concern than his threat. But, he continued sarcastically, I doubt you will take my words seriously, with you being in the States and all. So let me send a message that translates well in any language. Will you hold, dear? Someone wants to speak with you. Ashanta sprang to her feet and began to pace the floor. Who could it be? The passing seconds felt like hours. What did she get herself into? How would she get out of it? And how many people were going to pay for her stupidity? The muffled voices on the other end of the line caused her to lean closer into the phone, as if it would help her recognize his surprised guest. It helped. What she heard caused her eyes to burn as her determination melted into pure fear, then hatred. Don't! Don't! Ashanti held the phone in a death grip. She recognized her mother's frail cries in the distance, masked by the commotion of wrestling. Then the phone tumbled to the floor. Mama! Ashanti screamed. She hoped her ears were failing her. What was he doing with her mother? Hello? A strained voice seeped through the line. Mama? Mama, what are you doing there? Ashanti, baby, I'm scared. Shut up. Either do as I say, or you'll lose more than your finger. Now pick up the phone and tell your daughter hello for us all. She cringed as every muscle in her body responded to his words. Don't! I promise! Ashanta wanted to show him that she would comply with his wishes. I promise. I'll do whatever you want. Just leave my mother alone. Please, please don't do this. Amidst the commotion, she could hear him laughing. The laughter was not one of mutual amusement, but of the devil playing cat and mouse games. And unfortunately, she was the mouse, trapped. Sling. The sound of metal sliced through the air. Tears began to stream down Ashanta's face. What was that? Answer me, damn it, Mama! She screamed for her mother, for him, for anyone. The line went dead. Ashanta fell to the bed crying. Who would pay? She heard the question ringing in her mind as she stared blankly at the phone now buzzing in her hand. She took several deep breaths, attempting to slow her racing heart. The answer was clear. Her family would pay the price for her ambition. because he would harm her mother, her father, and even her young sisters if it served his purpose. She now knew her naivety and determination had sealed a deal with the devil. Talib, you son of a bitch, this is not over.
To learn more about Black Diamond, visit Ja'NeseDixon.com. Get your copy today.